Yo guys, what is up? It is your boy Frosty R&B, the Frostman himself. We're starting with a really bad lag today. Holy freckles. Alright, you know what? We're gonna like postpone some of the stuff because this is not going well. So, alright. Let me give you guys a little update. So, last stream we had a stream crash at the very last moment. It was due to OBS being really stupid with the webcam, which you guys are seeing some really pixelated stuff. So again, timestamps will be available for today's stream. We're gonna do a retrial today, and I know what you're thinking. Frostman, why don't you just go ahead and skip ahead all the way back to the very beginning of the class trial? Oh, my friends, to I say that is, I'm kind of a perfectionist to how things flow in stream. So it's kind of like, you know what? I'm going to keep that previous stream up because the initial reactions were way more funnier. They're going to be much more funny compared to today's stream because I already know what the interactions are going to be like with the class trial because there's not that much derailing today. So we're going to start from all the way back from the beginning of the class trial 5. And of course, you know, it's going to be, well, it's gonna be interesting because I didn't review it, but I remember most of the answers anyways. So should anyone need to retrial or want to replay a case for whatever reason, there is an option called select chapters, and then you can go ahead and select your chapter of your choice. You can play from, of course, whatever you like finished, because right now I haven't finished the class trial 5 in this case. So you can start from investigation and or class trial. And here's the thing too, I'm so surprised they don't start from daily life, like from free time events, but apparently that's a feature in Danganronpa V3 that started it. So with that being said, last stream, of course, let me explain and then we'll proceed to the procedure. Last stream, Komaeda, we found Komaeda going some really random lunatic moments, and he was just being, you know what, hope will triumph everything. And of course, we found him, well, brutally murdered. And apparently, we don't know the cause of his death. But we have some suspicion. And in today's stream, we're going to find out who the traitor is among us. So with that being said, let's get started. And yes, I'm going to be sticking with the medium difficulty because that's just the way it is. And not only that, I gotta say, how the frickles does this not save my, Oh, it did save my skill from last year. Wait, what? That's... Okay. Apparently, if you, like, start from, if you reload a new chapter thingamabobber, from, like... So if you want to, like, start from, like, chapter 5, class trial 5, for example, and you have your skills all saved up from the previous file, or the previous save point, apparently it overwrites it, so that's interesting. I don't need to reset my skills again. It's pretty good. Alright guys, let's get this, people say this is the best class trial. We've already seen most of it. Again, I'm going to be putting this stream in the playlist. But the other stream from last time will be up for free watch. So I'm just letting you guys know I'm not deleting any streams. Unless they're like really bad for whatever reason.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Look at her, she's so mad.
Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you?
She's like really
You've
angry.
ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
What? She looks like she wants to
Chesto!
really like murder him. Jesus. That's like insane though.
One more time!
Like, where did I get the idea?
Jeez, how about this one?
I wonder what anime Kodaka was watching.
This will be my final blow!
Like, even though we already saw this last stream,
It's useless.
it's useless. That's what it is.
Please stop feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all.
It has indeed.
The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to confess. I killed Komaeda because I found him really annoying, and he freaking burnt all the damn Monokuma merchandise, bro. And by the way, guys, I feel much better compared to earlier today because I got a tension headache. Tense headache. Tension headaches are really annoying to deal with. Apparently, I was sleeping in the wrong position, and of course, you guys didn't know. Yes, I did shave my head. Freaking weather is getting way too hot these days.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
Maybe.
No, that might not be it.
Oh, what?
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Never know.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
It's a debate, bro. It's different. Arguing and debating are two completely different subjects. Is he right? Are they the same person? Or... Alright, let's get this class trial underway, guys. I know it's a really boring thing to see. For those that are going to be tuning in, retuning in for this class trial, I know it's going to be just more of a filler, but I want to keep the streams flowing. That's duct tape.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
They didn't?
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Torture, really?
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
This is the contradiction, by the way.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
Exactly.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Maybe.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
You say what?
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
So I don't think he is the
There's
traitor.
no way I'd torture someone.
I mean, remember, this is the guy that said he would send Mikon to the whorehouse, so... There's no way that he would be torturing them. And there's another contradiction, too.
I'm telling you, they were
So,
because
Kazuichi,
the
Soda?
killer tortured Nagito.
That's it.
No,
that's wrong. Still not enough energy compared to Naegi, just in my personal opinion.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
Exactly.
I'm prepared.
Right, I actually forgot this happens. I thought this was a bit later.
I just realized it. It's a trap.
A trap?
Trap?
You activate my trap card.
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
I activate Mirror Force. Alright, Kazuichi Soda, what are you planning, bro? What are you trying to pull with this weird shenanigans? It's duct tape, by the way.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Maybe. Jesus.
Like you said.
Okay,
Nagito
I'm gonna have to use more
obviously
of
assumed
my
he couldn't
swipes
talk, but
because
that
apparently
was
I'm
the
not
trap.
good at the...
He wanted to hide
This
the
minigame's
fact
a
that
little
he got
janky, but it's not
interrogated.
too bad. We advance.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Exactly.
Pay attention. This is how it went. Death first. The killer tortured Nagito. And got
Okay.
information about the bomb's location.
That's a contradiction.
Then, after they
Right
killed
there.
him,
After they killed him.
they duct taped his mouth shut.
I don't see it.
Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Or maybe you're trying to derail something. But there's a contradiction
Pay
right there.
attention. This is how it first. The killer tortured Nagito.
No,
and
they
got
did
information
not.
About the then,
No.
After they killed him,
Boom. Allow me to cut through those words. Almost in sync, but I almost got it.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, yes.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Haji-Man? You have a crush on him or something?
Bro, this guy is like an elementary schooler. He's like in grade school or something. So immature to say.
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right?
He was indeed, yes. We all were.
The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
True, true.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth.
Exactly.
He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
I can see that.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream.
That's another good probability.
Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
See? Kuzuri was smart.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
This is Komaeda we're talking about, though.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Who wouldn't?
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
Again, this is Komaeda.
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard.
This is Komaeda we're talking about, guys.
If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Did they destroy all the evidence, though? Is that really the intention?
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
It destroyed
I
Monokuma
can't think of
plushies.
any other reason.
But who could have done that?
But we all were present.
When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Exactly.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
It was carefully accurate,
Based
too.
on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Agreed.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
He's such a Sith, bro.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
I love Sonia.
Damn right it is!
I love Sonia, don't get me wrong, but Soda is just the ultra. He's the ultimate simp. Let's just say that much. Despite his lore is actually pretty interesting. Okay, so let's see. What are we looking at? Are we looking at? I think it's burnt rope, right?
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
That is true. Yes.
The killer used some kind of setup.
Let's see.
He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
True.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
No, they didn't throw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter,
It was the panels.
it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
Yes.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Some way?
What do you think?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
Nah, there was no threads found because it
There
was.
should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
That would
Or
be possible.
perhaps opening the door caused
Yes.
intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
I'll agree with you on the first half. Okay, so it's actually the
direct cause
Monokuma
of the
panels.
oil
Actually,
lighter
this
found
one
the
almost
killer
got me
used something with the
because
curtain on
up there we're
some
talking
kind
about
of setup.
Did
the.
they use the oil? They
The
probably
main
just
cause.
Based on the shape of that, it can stand upright while
That's why I
Tipped
chose
over the light, it could have ignited the curtain.
the what's it called? The Monokuma panels,
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible
or is
There
that
should have
the
been a way
oil
to tip it
lighter?
over with.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
But this is it. I agree with that. We've been agreeing with Sonya quite a bit lately too. That's actually pretty cool.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought. It was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
Oh my goodness, I love Sonia.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
She blows me away. No pun intended.
A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right?
Would I want a life-size
It
cardboard
looked like they were
Monokuma?
scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line.
I would love to have a Monokuma plushie,
Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
which caused the domino effect.
Does that mean anything?
Of course it does, man.
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
She gets it.
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
And also there were sound distractions too.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
Yes, that's a half of it.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Mm-hmm. So they hide the domino effect. The other thing was the MP3 player. Because you guys don't know, if you ever stumble upon like those life-size cardboards and they fall down, they do make sounds. But imagine them being a domino effect with a couple of each other like lined up like that.
I see!
You would have to cover the sounds.
You were talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
They're playing the freaking God song. Are you serious? Again, my first initial reactions from the last stream were more funnier. But this is like... Why would they play a God song in this scenery? It just seems so weird in my personal opinion.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
We.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Yeah, so Akane actually broke the door with a bit more force than intentionally because there was something blocking, which of course you guys do not know. Remember, it was the panels that were blocking the way of the door, which I'm assuming that it was the back half. If I were to take a guess, question mark? Because it looks like it was lined up in the backside for the domino effect.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And
Exactly.
when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
What up, Basic? How's it going, bro? I'm sorry, I decided to retry out this. It's only because I'm a perfectionist. But yeah, man, I feel much better today. Earlier today, I had to leave work early because I had a really nasty headache and I had food poisoning. Don't worry. I took a nap, shaved my head, I took a shower, and now I feel much better today. Luckily, tomorrow I have tomorrow off, but I'm gonna have to buy a new pillow tomorrow, so not much going on, but what's good, man? Glad you're here. Even though technically last stream's interactions is more funny, we didn't get to see that traitor get executed.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Yo, I gotta say something.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
You look at...
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Yeah, so at least I have enough energy to stream. Like, originally I don't stream on Sundays now because of the work. Yo, I gotta say, look at SMT's Forza, you know, side bind. It actually looks pretty cool. I really want to play this, but I want to finish Arise first. But yeah, like, I normally don't do that, but I closed last night. I got home around 10:30, took a shower, and then went to bed. I woke up at 7 in the morning today. Which is not good, by the way. You're all good, man? It's good to hear. At least you finished some art today, but hopefully your neck gets, doesn't cause any more soreness problems. Because I know what it's like, especially with today.
Is that a problem?
Tension headaches are not fun to get, guys. I've been getting tension headaches a lot. Ever since I turned 25. I guess it's because my positioning of sleep is just really bad. Maybe that's probably it.
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
But I'm rebuilding my 3DS collection for most of the part, and I just rebought SMT4, the regular game. The problem that the Chiaki's talking about is the killer couldn't leave.
I see!
Yeah, it'll be alright, man.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened.
And I think the other reason why my tension headache is getting worse now, because it's seasonal change. I mean, I already talked to you guys about last month. Hot weather makes the frostbite really sick. Get those fevers and those headaches. Oh man, it's really bad.
The killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
So it's all good.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
At least I shaved my head, so.
We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
Yeah, season change sucks. I don't know how
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
How did Link did it? How did Link adapt to seasonal change in Oracle Seasons? That's like the one thing I'm very curious about. Because bro be living through season manipulation, but that is like, that's a lot to adapt to.
You don't mean...
But if it's true, this meta.
Hajime? What do you mean?
They're talking about suicide. But yeah, like, everything is still going well to plan. The thing is, though, I'll say this. I will say this right now, though. The 3DS collection rebuilding has been pretty much of a pain in the butt because of the freaking resellers and all that jank. I see Kid Icarus Uprising go for like $55 now, physical. It's freaking ridiculous.
This is my answer.
To popular YouTubers.
What if it was Nagito?
Popular YouTubers, stop talking about the prices of raising inflation. I'm just joking. It's not their fault, actually. It's just demand.
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He could be the killer.
He wasn't just the victim.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Huh?
Let me show you guys.
Not just the victim.
Let me show you guys the cartridge.
What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
Like, dude, the Apocalypse looks so different.
His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
Focus.
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
Oh, he'll do anything.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
Dude, Komaeda was fighting the popularity for Monokuma, for the most popular character in the entire series. And look what happens. Monokuma completely destroys him.
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
Oh,
It
he's
seems
really
we need
shocked.
to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Not impossible, but very difficult. It's very difficult for this to set up, but it's not impossible. But yeah, like, honestly, though, like, Chapter 6 is going to be very interesting to tackle. I do have Friday and Saturday off this week as well. Although, I'm debating mostly on Friday to stream. Because I have like 3-4 hour shifts this week, so Probably Friday, and then Saturday I just take a sleep break or something. Then stream on... Shoot, next week is going to be a bit tricky, so I'm going to have to see what I have to do.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
It's crazy, I
That's
know.
obviously impossible.
That's a contradiction, by the way.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Who uses their teeth?
Or if you use your front tail?
Oh, she references the front tail this early.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I love how the white noise says to take off, though. I didn't realize that last stream. But yeah, like, I got a question for you guys in chat. If you were to lose your... What would you guys rather lose? Your arms or your legs? From moi, I would definitely lose my arms.
To actually tie
You
up your
could
own
you could play
arms
video
and
games with your
legs.
feet. It's no problem.
No,
that's
that's
wrong. I've seen one friend who could do it. It's really weird.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms.
His right arm was free, right?
The rope on his right arm was
Yeah.
completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
There sure is. The proof that the burnt rope was on Komaeda's right arm is a trap because the it was the knife in his hand, right arm, right?
Crap!
No. It wasn't the knife. Shoot, I got this one right on my first try too. It was a sleeve.
I see.
Take a close look at his right sleeve.
Don't worry, guys. I don't have any sleeves, so I don't have any knives on me today.
Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
He still deserved it, though, in my personal
Then
opinion.
Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
I think that's why Spike Chunsoft has back orders on Monokuma merchandise because of freaking Komaeda blowing up the warehouse factory. I think that's, you know what, that's gotta be it. Case closed, guys. Komaeda's the main reason why we have Monokuma merchandise shortage. Without doubt.
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Gimme.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you
Oh, I don't
first.
want to do OnlyFans. Come on, guys.
That's definitely wrong.
It is wrong, yes.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
$20 bill USD. Just a touchy touch. That's actually not a bad idea. It's a lot better than OnlyFans. I agree with this.
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Ah, Fuyuhiko, I thought you were the homeboy. You're
I
supposed to be
mean,
Yakuza.
Even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Now he's catching up.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
But I never gave it to you. She's trying to charge interest, bro. And yet Basic says that she's the best girl. I'm just joking.
Hold on. There should be a way.
I like Akane, but I ain't not paying interest. Screw that noise.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Hell no. Way to stab yourself with your right hand, using only your right hand. There is a way to do this. It's like one of the weirder ones too. It's the Monokuma plushie. I really want a Monokuma plushie. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
But I would rather rebuild up my
how could he
3DS
stab
collection
his right hand with his right hand?
and finish my investment
If he
portfolio.
threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
This is like a...
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Yeah, because I did not know what a prop
And
meant.
slammed his right hand down on it?
That's the agreement
Propped it onto what?
on a plushie.
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
No,
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily.
that's true.
We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
I don't know if Komaeda's. I don't know if he was that flexible. I don't think he was.
Even if Nagito's, how could he
He's
stab
just a
his-
normal guy that's a very.
Could
No,
he
he's just
stab
a
his hand?
lunatic.
Is he a throwing knife? Maybe he
That's just a
propped the
genius
knife
somehow. You're freaking kidding me with this. I agree to that.
with that.
See, I'm getting used to Narutomi's thinking. I mean, Hajime's thinking.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then
What
he
up,
slammed his
Miku?
hand onto it.
What up, Miku? We're doing a class retrial because apparently freaking I'm a perfectionist. I want everything all in one stream today. How's it going?
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
When was the last time we streamed, actually?
So the blood
What
on the
day was
plushie
that?
came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I'm gonna check. Last time we streamed,
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
it was 3 days ago.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Yeah, that's. You guys reminded me last stream that you guys thought about Barbie with this and those weird, like, animal plushies with this. That still creeps me out. Freaking Chucky, bro.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
Ah, so you're not normally awake at this time, but your mom got your food? That's good to hear. So you're just gonna eat now? What's for dinner then? Or what's for breakfast or dinner?
You probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
How though?
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
He's just not sure.
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
Yeah, because he lost the
If you
popularity
think about
contest.
the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible?
Wait, Macandol diabates? I have no idea what that is. Interesting. I have no idea what that is, Miku.
He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution.
Is there?
If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
I actually didn't remember that she said that this early. Look at Soda's face.
Sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Freaking Sid.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
Oh my god, he's so
You
stupid.
bastard, you better cut it out.
He's really good.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
For penetration.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand, while your left hand is tied up.
Oh, insulin injections. Got it, got it. Okay, I understand now. That sucks.
So you're saying it's impossible?
Like people who have conditions like type 2 or type 1 diabetes or even grave disease, like any type of disease in general, you guys are legends. Because I know how hard it is with disadvantages like that. I've met a lot of people who have like various different kinds of diseases. And they're all very smart and amazing people too. Because they have that hardship weighing down on them.
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
You probably did it.
I also agree with that.
Komaeda just couldn't compete
To
with...
think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
Well, this is Komaeda though, so... almost no one liked him, so I don't blame anyone in the crew that doesn't like him that just murdered him like that. I'm just saying.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
Oh boy.
Just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
Oh damn, she started talking just all of a sudden.
If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
What's she gonna do?
Monome's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So
Blame Monokuma.
this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
I love how serious she is.
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
Ow, though.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed.
Monokuma's motives, bro.
But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Oh, that's a nice quote, man.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
But it's not out of probability.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
Well, spheres are heavy. They're very heavy to
I
wield.
did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
You gotta be like Nekomaru Sakura to wield it in one hand.
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
Yeah, Among Us. Like, everyone treats Danganronpa as a freaking scripted Among Us meme. It's just really freaking funny. Like, I actually used that as my title, not last stream, but the stream before that, Traitor Among Us. So, there you guys have it for that meme right there.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
Is it Among Us like a dead game now?
You don't know.
I don't want to
It's
know.
impossible to figure out by
joking.
myself. So let's think about it together.
Okay.
That's how we made it this far up till now.
Yeah, this is a retrial.
Everyone working together.
I can't believe this is the second retrial I've done in Danganronpa. Like, the first time I had a retrial was back to chapter 3 because I wasn't feeling well.
All right, let's do this.
And now in today's stream, because of freaking stream, Komaeda's ghost haunt us in last stream. We're doing another retrial in this game, so take it as you will, but the Frostman's not really happy with that. Is it the... I think it's the oil lighter, right? No, it's not the oil
How did
lighter.
Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
Is it the survival? I don't remember.
When the spear
Survival
stabbed
knife?
Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, it doesn't.
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
He didn't use his
Or
teeth.
maybe he used his front tail?
Oh my god, another dirty joke.
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
Dude, she's so into furries.
What are you saying?
Freaking
A
furries.
flushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Rejected basic text with emotes. Oh my god. That's the thing of I think Among Us pretty much is a dead game at this point. Like, I don't see anyone playing it anymore.
How did Nagito stab
Unless
himself
they're like
with
doing a
spear?
collab or something.
Let's work together and think this through.
Like, there is
When the
no...
spear stabbed Nagito,
Like, I remember it was very
his
popular,
right hand was covered by the knife, right?
like
was only
last
able to
summer,
let his left
and
hand
then it
rest
just
Then
started to
that
die
rules out
out.
his left hand.
No, it doesn't. Blood. No, that's
No,
wrong.
that's wrong.
Damn, I was a bit too fast with that synchronization. But whatever. Same thing.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
But they're gonna say more.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
They're gonna say more dirty jokes, aren't
There
they?
was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
It's too clean.
He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
instead of the real
That
game.
settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain.
I'm just really curious. Why do people play Roblox? I'm actually very curious. I know I have a couple of my friends who also stream too. They love Roblox. I watched their gameplay and it doesn't look that interesting. So I'm just curious, what do you guys like about Roblox for those who play it? I'm actually very curious to know.
Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
You all need to play a real game. This game, Xenoblade Chronicles, Persona. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna gatekeep anything. But really though, you all owe to yourself to play Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, 2T. X may come in the future on Switch, but definitely tune in for the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 streams, because I love Xenoblade Chronicles with burning passion. You'll not find a bigger fan, besides maybe Chuck Conroy. You won't find a bigger fan for that series, unless it's them.
Like you said,
I'm just saying.
looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's
Play-
wrong with that?
Play a real game. Don't play freaking League of Legends. I'm just joking, guys. You guys can play whatever you want, but I'm just saying there are more games out there that are real games compared to League of Legends and Among Us. I'm just saying.
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
Imaginations.
If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What was Komaeda's left hand was doing when the blood spattered? He was gripping.
I see. When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
Oh, it's just a game engine? Okay. That's interesting. I mean, it's online, isn't it? So they don't call it a game anymore because of legal reasons? That's kind of weird. But I'll take for your word for it.
That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Oh my god, are you serious, Akane? You really thought he was getting off of... Actually, no. This is Komaeda we're talking about, so he might be very interested in like bondage and other kinky stuff. He was probably getting off of this.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
Not the spear. Spear.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
You call this mild? Here we go again.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
You call those injuries mild though? Hell
Chiaki,
no.
What do you think?
Hell no.
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
Nah, she's not getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
That's what she just said. That's what she said. Sorry guys, I just love making sexual innuendo jokes. It's just really freaking funny. Yeah, you enjoy getting penetrated apparently.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Okay. I want to throw a disclaimer. If you roll other ways, like I'm not discriminating any sexual orientation. You guys are feel free to choose whatever. We're just making fun of Komaeda because he's a freaking lunatic who gets off of this kinky bondage garbage. We're not discriminating because he likes being penetrated. We're discriminating him because he loves the kinky bondage stuff. There you have it. See, if I said that on Twitch, I would probably get banned immediately. But since this is YouTube, they review all this stuff, which, by the way, I have not gotten any flags from YouTube, which I'm happy with, by the way. And yes, Komaeda most likely did get off of that bondage kinky stuff. I'm just saying.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Which section, eh? Well, it was obvious. He was gripping the yeah, if you want to be very dirty, yeah, you kids are slamming or shaming, kid shaming. This is not a yeah, it's like Twitch is really something else. I don't want to talk about Twitch that much in today's stream because I don't want to get a headache tomorrow. If you want to be very dirty, you could say shaft, because technically anatomy, the male anatomy's part section is freaking shaft. It's actually the cord.
I see.
But yeah, like,
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
but like this chapter though, I didn't think they would go that much into windows compared to last game. Like Danganronpa 1 for Case 5, they barely had any into windows in that chapter. They just had that stupid ghosty railing, and that was it.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
That's like a weird shape of a cord, though. Don't you guys agree?
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh?
Now Akane's getting it.
And then the blood that was supposed to end up here
Was splattered.
ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
There you go.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
Because spears are heavy. He's a
You're not
twig.
gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
But he can't move, though. That's so stupid.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
She's like
I
demon
am
dog.
sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
So yeah, Komaeda is really something else, man. He's like, I'll admit, he's a genius. Yeah, although I find him very annoying, he's a freaking genius. Who would have thought he would derail the final class trial?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Oh, I like to join.
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
Dude, okay, Chiaki, you're a great character. I'm okay with you, but that plan name is terrible.
That's a long plan name.
Agreed.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
That's what she said.
How it was positioned.
That's what she said. See, Komaeda was facing up a spear was stabbed through, and so if it was just before that, could it be that the state of the spear and the fact that Komaeda was holding at the tip of the cord attachment, if I put those two together, logic died, yes! None of that ham-and gamut garbage, which I'm not looking forward to seeing again. Alright, this one's the only one that has a 2 one, right? And the next one has like 3 or something. Alright guys, I promise you, I may be throwing a lot of sexual jokes out there, and usually I will do that, especially if it's a kid-friendly, like a kid-friendly game like Nintendo or something. Because I like making fun of Mario, especially with the whole capitalism with toads and stuff. Toads being slaves. Yeah, I don't know, for the reason, it just makes my humor kind of shine, and I know a lot of people don't like that, but I like to inflict despair. See, the weapon was above him, of course. Why would it be in his left hand? How would he grip that with a twig body like him? But yeah, like honestly though, like that's why I've been playing way more mature games, like more mature themed games lately, because I know that like these jokes would just be foretold on stream anyways. Whereas like on say like Mario games, I would have to come up with something like that's actually more relatable, but also funny at the same time. Sometimes it could be a bit hard to, explain what I mean by those. Oh my goodness, today's not my lucky day with this chorus. My bad, guys. You got a funny Mario account? I gotta look at it. Tell me after stream. Besides the sphere, where was above his head? It was the ceiling. No, the freaking. It was the sprinklers. God damn it. You got a funny Mario count? Okay, no problem. Okay, welcome in, Mario. That's your Mario count. I like it. Oh, no, that was the ceiling. I was right the first time. Why did I second guess myself? Because technically the sprinklers were not above us. No, it was above us, but not Komaeda. Yeah, today is second guessing day apparently. Oh, I thought this has more? Or was that the first one? I actually wasn't keeping track. But yeah, like honestly, though, Mario games are very funny to make fun of. Pokemon games are also fun to make fun of. The problem with Pokemon games for me though is I don't know how to commentate them that well actually. Like I've tried Pokemon games numerous times besides spin-offs, but the Pokemon games in general, like the mainlines, they're just hard to commentate on because there's not enough to make fun of. What item connects both the spear and the grinder? The cord. The cord itself. Yes. Yes, labor must be ceased. I actually want to try out Paper Mario the Paper Jam game. It looks pretty interesting.
It's all coming together.
A lot of people don't like it, but that's the only Mario and Luigi game I have not played in the series.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
We all gotta know our angles, guys.
Perpendicular. In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
He is not psychic.
That'd be awesome, but he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
Hey, oh no, if Komaeda have freaking... If he was psychic, that's a freaking insult to Psycho. I'm just saying. Screw Komaeda, he does not deserve ESP.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
Because that's the only thing he can do.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
Like, the first time I streamed, guys.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling.
Actually, I'll tell that story a little bit later in the stream.
So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
We solved the mystery.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
Just for
He
hope.
Probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that.
That's
If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
That's freaking insane, though. Like, what the hell? So Peach has died in the Red Revolution, led by the Captain Toad. I could see that. She was decapitalized with a guillotine, so she was executed pretty much for slavery with Toad capitalism. Toads deserve more. I mean, there's a reason why I have a Toad plushie in the background. I like Toad, and there's a story why I have a Toad plushie, but... Dude, Captain Toad is a really good game. It is so better on 3DS compared to the Switch, though. Only because of the controls work way better on the 3DS.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was.
I love the 3DS, man.
Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
And how much you guys want to bet Mario is a cannibal?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
So, you guys ever wonder why Mario gets powered up from mushrooms? It's because he eats toads. He eats the toads' heads, and he gets high off of these adventures. I'm just saying, I mean, that's a good probability. There's always that whole meme that where Mario gets really dizzy, and he eats a piece of Toad's head, and he gets high off of it. So Wario has been sent to the Siberia Gulag for being a capitalist pig. Dude, he's a tax evasionist. He doesn't pay taxes. That's why he gets sent there.
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide?
I love WarioWare Gold though. That's such a good game.
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Yeah, he's a freaking lunatic, bro.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
Like, this is Komaeda we're talking about, guys.
That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end.
It's a lot of pain receptors,
Which means
too.
Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
but definitely looking forward to
Did
this.
he need to go that far?
After I finish Tales of Rise,
That's beyond crazy.
I
Why would
am-
he do that to himself?
I'm looking forward to this playing this. Shin Megami Tensei
He was
Apocalypse.
probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
Oh my god, bro.
His goal was to get us all executed.
Drugs are legal in your country? Wait, which country are you from, Miku? Drugs are very legal in both North America and South America. In certain parts of Asia, they only allow like cigarette smoking. Korea especially. Korea, I think they ban marijuana, but no, I don't do drugs. Kids, don't do drugs unless you're playing Mario. But even then, those drugs are gonna be your biggest help because it's Toads, guys.
That's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
You guys want to know a series that's more weirder than Mario? Donkey Kong and freaking Metroid. Donkey Kong is by far one of the weirdest lores I've ever read. Especially with freaking King K. Rool and Candy Kang. I mean, how does a freaking alligator get with a monkey? DK64 explains that.
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Is a current so Mario is the current dictator of Mushroom Kingdom and has made drugs legal. Of course, that's how he gets his money.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
I'm pretty sure Shigeru Miyamoto didn't make that intentional, but you know, Mario ages very fine though. Completely compared to like other series in the Nintendo franchise. Like Zelda, there are some references. There are more sexual references than drug references in Zelda, Legend of Zelda. But that's probably another reason why I like Legend of Zelda, because it has like a lot of weird sexual innuendos. But
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right?
Mario has everything.
Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
Jesus, bro.
So why did he not just do that in the first place?
Because he's a freaking insane nut job.
If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
You want to be dramatic, probably.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick.
Of course.
He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
You gotta reach out to the truth.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
He's got a good point.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion.
What up, Aiden? How's it going, bro? Long time no see. How you been, man? So yeah, we're doing the case of freaking Nutjob Komaeda. Apparently, the dude caused dude. We're thinking that he caused suicide, but now we're taking it back. It might not have been suicide. So right now, we don't know who killed him, or if it's really a suicide, because everyone was at the scene of the crime. So we don't know who killed him. It's good to hear, man. It's good to hear. Got this amazing game. But yeah, other than that, though, this case, people say it's the best case in the entire series. It's definitely on my top 5 for sure.
Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
But there's more to it.
That should be okay, right?
Oh man, you missed a lot, bro. But don't worry, this is a retrial because my stream crashed last time from Komaeda's ghost. But it is what it is.
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense.
Wait, you still play Peggle games?
It's probably just my imagination.
There's your waifu, bro. Wait, what do you mean by pegging games? Like Mario and Donkey Kong and Zelda? I normally don't have files for my games unless it's an emulator. But yeah, we don't know who killed Komaeda. We don't know if he committed suicide. All we know is he's a freaking nutjob that deserved to die
So
because...
what are you gonna do? Is
I'm
it
just
okay
joking.
to proceed with the voting time?
I'm more mad that he burnt all these Monokuma plushies and merchandise. I wanted to get a Monokuma plushie. But I can't joke about supply chain. Yep, Hamster Guy was the one who killed Nekomaru, the robot, last stream.
What do you think, Akane?
He used his hamsters.
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
Like, he used the hamsters to use the... for tactics. So the hamsters pressed the shutdown button. And then, you know... over time, Mechamaru just fell. And he died like that. He did it because Gundam was going to... he knew that he was gonna die anyways. And Mechamaru was also was willing to sacrifice himself just to make sure no one like starves himself to death. It's all about that natural selection theme. So that's the only reason why he did it.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
A lot of fans misunderstand because Gundam did not sacrifice himself. He just wanted to prove himself with pride. And of course, you guys know him, he's the animal guy. It's natural selection. Survival of the fittest, man. So, what happened to his hamsters? His hamsters, that's a good question. Is Sonya taking care of those hamsters now? Because I didn't see them in daily life. So the video game is called Peggle. The childish pachinko. Oh my god, a pachinko game? Oh, which is something else. Got it. The pachinko machine from Super Mario Sunshine is disgusting.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh?
I think
That
Sonya's
means
taking
we're
care.
done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
I think that's what happened to the hamster.
It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Dude, there's no happy ending to the game.
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer?
It's only been an hour.
Understood. Then voting time.
No.
Hold it.
Hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more.
Dude, Monica was so ready to say, it's voting time. And then, you know, Hajime just interrupted him. Because this case is like way too short to end it like this.
I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
But the reason
Like
why...
who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
Like, apparently someone is a traitor
That's
among the
true,
group.
but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
So we're not in agreement.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death.
Let's see, we still had the fire grenades, we haven't used Sonya's accounts. There's a couple truth bullets we haven't used.
Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
What you talking about? So, oh yeah, and by the way, Aiden, you missed the whole like penetration jokes. Oh, what's up, Udon? We're retrialing this because of freaking perfection.
You're gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
Dude, I had one more truth blade to go through. It was, dude, the stream crashed at the very last section of the class trial. And I was so salty. I'm redoing the entire trial again because I want it all in one before we go to chapter 6. Because it ruined my OCD or just organization, bro. That's a definitely con for me. But yeah, we're trying to find out who the traitor is. Believe me, man, it is something else. It's going well. I mean, earlier today, I felt like garbage. I had a really disgusting tension headache. So work sent me home earlier. I had food poison. I vomited. So I took a nap, hydrated myself, shaved my head, took a shower. I feel much better today. Now. I feel much better now. compared to earlier in the morning. Because I closed last night, and then they had me open today, which I'm gonna have to find some shifts to pick up to make up some lost income. Which I'm gonna see if I could pick them up the week after next week. Yeah, you guys missed a lot of penetration jokes, especially with Sonya saying with the whole like, if you were to be penetrated by a long, thick spear, you would be something something. She said something along those lines. Yeah, dude, food poisoning sucks. It's not fun having food poisoning because I was feeling really hot, and it's probably because of the seasonal change too. Guys, the question is something related to Komaeda's death, a piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. The cause of death.
I see.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Hey, it doesn't give us the cause of death since chapter 3, bro. Monokuma's game is rigged. So the victim's Komaeda. So this is how he died. He was only dying because he wanted to reveal the traitor. So estimated chain of death was around noon sharp, so 12 p.m. Spear stabbed into his stomach. There's multiple stab wounds on each of his thigh. Laceration on his left arm, and knife impaled through his right hand. It's a lot of stabbing jokes. Again, Monokuma forcing all these penetration jokes and these front tail jokes. Akane really loves penetration, I'm just saying. Oh no, not this garbage minigame. Screw this minigame. So you worked all day yesterday and worked for 1 hour to get extra hours. I feel that, man. Or did they pay you overtime? Because don't get me wrong, guys. I do like working for the current company I am at with right now. But the thing is, though, opening is not a fun thing to do. But, you know, my bosses are very understanding, which is a good thing. Because if you have like a really disgusting douchebag boss, which I'm glad none of my bosses are, by the way. Everyone's actually really welcoming and nice at the workplace. Cause of death. Where's the D? How come you guys give me a lot of the letters, but not the D? And no, I don't want the D that you guys are thinking about, because I don't roll that way. There's the D. Hangman's Gambit got the D. So yeah, like, honestly though, like, opening is like the one thing I have to consider of my health. Especially with the nasty food poisoning. So that's why I took a nap. I felt like garbage before I took a nap. Oh wait, I needed the A, because apparently I can't spell. So, it's really, like, the schedule is not bad. Just, yes, ha 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 ha, make fun of the D. Because we all know the D stands for dirt.
I got it.
It was enjoyable, and you got paid overtime, got it. I'm going to be looking forward to a lot of overtime during summer.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Freaking, because school, like all schools, they finish around, I think, June 10th or June 12th or something. We're expecting a lot of overtime. Because you all know, once summer hits, the mall gets really busy. And because the place I work at is inside of a mall, we're going to get a lot of overtime. I already know that's going to happen. D stands for depression, it stands for despair. Made a faithful encounter. You all know how much I love despair in this game. But yeah, that nap really helped me. Like, I learned that I also need to get a new pillow too, which I'm gonna buy either tomorrow or Thursday, because I have Friday off and Saturday, thank goodness.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
You would think so. Madman
The spear
stepped
in
himself.
Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
I'm glad I get 401k benefits
Well, Monokuma,
for part-timers.
I plead the fifth.
He pleads the fifth? Hell no. This guy is not the... You can't trust this guy.
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
Why'd you butt in then?
Even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case,
Oh
the
yeah.
thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
So Monokuma's cheating then. He's rigging this freaking game. Another survey out asking about remakes and ports of Persona. What do you think, man? What's your opinion on remaking certain Persona games and or ports? I'm just worried. I'm very curious for the answer first.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Because the 3DS games, they could. It shouldn't be that difficult to emulate it though.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
I wonder.
Are you suggesting again that his death wasn't a suicide?
Again.
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
Because it looked like a suicide, bro.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but...
Yeah, we should expect it. The thing is though, Monokuma rigged the game in the first game up until case 5. He rigged the game since case 3. I think that's why a lot of people hate case 3 in this game. I don't think it's the worst case in this game. Chapter 4 was hands down. I couldn't finish that sentence because that's how much I hate chapter 4. I want to freaking barf. But I think case 3 might be a little bit better than case 1. I have to rewatch case 1 again though, before I give you guys my final ranking.
But it's not just a suicide.
Cable says, Rick, go. Outlaws and All-Stars. So you're nervous about remakes after FF7, but remakes you're fine with? Oh, remasters you're fine with. Remasters are fine. I mean, it's really hard for them to screw up a remaster unless they didn't port it correctly. Like, apparently a lot of people complain about Square's ports with like Chrono series, but I want to know. I've only played Trigger, but Trigger's so slow.
Did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
He's smart, though.
are you sticking up for him?
Hell no.
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
This is a freaking
I just
lunatic.
remembered that his malice always defied our expectations. And that concerns me.
Wait, what does malice mean?
For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Fine malice.
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily?
Okay, according to Google, it says that malice is the intention or desire to do evil, ill will. Okay. Komaeda is like, he always talks about like, hope will always triumph despair. Hope is despair is a stepping stone for hope. The dude does not shut up about hope, and that's why he's a freaking lunatic, dude. The way that he goes as far as his way to like start the killing game, he kept derailing the class trials, starting from class trial 2, by the way. What else is there? He would not shut up about something in chapter 3. I don't remember what it was, but I remember it was very annoying, and we called him a liar. And then chapter 4, he stole my closing argument, bro. I was so freaking annoyed and pissed off. I know. Fictional character. I get it. But the Frostman, I love doing the closing argument. That's like the best part of these class trials because I feel like a freaking lawyer when I do these closing arguments. I'm just saying. But we got to do it, but he did it like a half hour before we did. So, and not only that, he had something from class chapter 4 in their investigation I did not like with that puzzle. So, there's a lot of things I don't like about Komaeda, but a lot of people like him because he's a lunatic in the fandom, but I respect their opinions. So, what I think they'll never do is, I don't think they're gonna port like certain entry games, such as like the least popular ones. From what I'm seeing, the games that are on the DS and 3DS. I mean, 3DS, you can argue that it's too new still. But like the DS games, they're not gonna port it anytime soon right now. I'm guessing it's because they don't know how to either emulate it or like integrate it to like, you know, controller only mode or something. Because a lot of people on like say Steam, they play on the controllers.
I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
That's my weakest argument, by the way.
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
Because it's the only thing
you believe in his
I would
malice,
say.
you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
You know, he's not wrong about this, because people do have some evil desires and evil will. Cloud chasers are pretty freaking good examples of this, by the way, you see on the internet. But anyways, Monokuma, what are you gonna do about this?
What friendship?
We were never friends with Komaeda.
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
It's too early, girl.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
Agreed. Agreed.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
And that's
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
let's go.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Amen.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
Tell him,
We've come
Akane.
this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right.
With the power of friendship.
That's what I believe.
Aww. Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now.
She's happy because she's a
That's
teacher.
right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
No, stop talking about hope versus despair. We've already put it with another of the shenanigans from since chapter 2. Alright, but jokes aside though, like the first half of the case was very freaking funny because they kept on talking about penetration jokes. Sonia and Akane started it, by the way, because Akane thought Komaeda was jerking off when he supposedly committed suicide, which, if you guys know know Komaeda well enough, that's a very good assumption, by the way. And then Sonia was talking about penetration jokes. Oh, are we rolling ads? I mean, commercials already? Oh, okay. That's fine. But yeah, like...
No.
But yeah, like this case itself, though, a lot of people love it. Because not only does it involve a Komaeda, but also... Like, it gives you like a weird false pretense that it is a suicide. But... we're gonna figure out exactly if it really is a suicide or not. Compared to something like the other cases were just like very obvious, except for chapter 2. 1 and 4 were terrible in my personal opinion, but and also 3. But the thing about this case, there is a theme behind it, but we'll talk about that once the traitors revealed themselves, if they get revealed in the stream. Who knows? Oh, and by the way, guys, I went shopping yesterday. And normally I don't buy clothes, but I needed a new tank top because, well, it's getting freaking hot around here. And I screwed up on putting a little bit too much, what do you call it? Tide soap for laundry. Don't judge me. But I bought a Kirby tank top. Yes, if you guys are wondering, this is a unisex tank top. I make sure all tanks are unisex. If they're not, I return it. And I don't wear it. But I mean, I bought a Kirby one, so... I like Kirby. I'm like a very casual Kirby fan. Yes, I got a haircut. Aiden, actually, I shaved it myself. My old man helped me a little bit. So I shaved all of it myself, and then I asked my dad for feedback to see if I did it right. This is the second time I've done this. I gotta say, I'm getting better. It's only the backside where I still need to work on, but no, I got feedback. I got it. It feels so much better shaving my head though.
By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now.
Okay.
Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome.
You're telling us now?
That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
Could you have done that before?
That's basically it.
What was stopping you before?
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
She.
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this?
Alright, what do you suggest?
In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear.
By via penetration.
It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than a spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is a knife stabbed into his hand,
But he would have stabbed his heart.
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
That's like the only fatal thing I could think about with that knife measurement.
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
It's still freaking painful though.
Are we finished already?
But we just got back.
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Alright, we're overlooking something, eh?
And let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
I thought we've always cooperated. I'm assuming Akane's gonna make another front tail joke. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is, no matter what. Yeah, I was gonna say, the case is already over, but we just got back from recess. Alright, let's see. We're looking at Monokuma's special poison in this one.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
Okay.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
I don't think
It's not
long
the other
enough.
wounds, right?
With all those wounds. Maybe he simply bled to death.
No, he didn't blood to death. That's not enough
There's
blood.
no way he burned to death.
Was the
corpse.
cause of death something that cannot be seen?
This is what we need to do.
If it's something that can't be seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold,
Oh my goodness.
or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Where's she getting all these ideas from?
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Okay, I did not know Akane was gonna say the guts part, but alright. But yeah, like honestly though,
It's
like
not the knife in his... It's not the other wound.
With all those wounds, maybe
like
he
I feel like
simply bled to
with like haircuts and
There's no
stuff,
way
haircuts
with
have
the
gone
cause
up
of death
a
something
lot
that
of
cannot be
price lately
seen?
around here. Like I checked like the barber shop, like around my area.
I agree with that.
They're charging like around $45 for a haircut. I don't know if that's like cheap or expensive.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility.
Cause I haven't paid a haircut. I haven't paid a barber to like cut my hair in like maybe about 2 years since the pandemic started. Or no, 6 months after the pandemic started. That was the last time I paid for a haircut. And then my old man was teaching me on how to like, you know, shave my head and stuff. Because I feel like shaving head, it just saves a lot more money in that case. Besides, $45 is like, that's a lot to me now.
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Yeah, the dude was freaking storing poison in his freaking refrigerator back in his cottage room. Freaking lunatic, man. He's
It is
taxing.
true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
Because Komaeda's taxing.
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Yep.
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
It's insane, man.
I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
Wait, they also ask about P5A? Like Arena? I wouldn't actually mind seeing it. I want to see on how it will play against, though.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
I mean, the arena games were announced to be one of the top 5 best fighting games of all time, so I could definitely see it.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
Someone's done their science.
See, you sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
Bro is a gangster.
What does that mean?
Yeah, people wanted it.
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood,
Yeah, because if you think about it, fighting games are more popular than rhythm games, if you think about it on the long run. There probably are people who want it, but there are, of course, people who don't want it because they just want the main games ported, which, you know, we'll see what happens. I would rather have them port on PC, in my personal opinion, but we'll see what happens. It's Atlus's call anyways. They might make one. Or they probably are making one, but then they're probably gonna like scrap it if they see general public says no. I'm just joking. No company does that. Once they start development, they're not gonna stop, unless they have like budget issues.
there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Conker's 64 was the.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
How would you camouflage
But
those
still,
wounds?
both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
Why would? Oh wait, how would you drink poison at that angle if you can't get rid of the container? Doesn't make sense.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Actually, what poison is
Then
this?
it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
Isn't this an alibi?
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Okay, Akane. Yes, Komaeda gets off of drinking poison, and he gets so off of it, he does his own bondage with the spear. Totally makes sense. Alright.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
You couldn't.
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
Because he was duct taped.
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
But we removed the duct tape.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him.
Wait, am I muted, guys? I don't think I am. Let me double check. You guys are making me anxious. No, I'm not muted, man. You might need to refresh with F5. Because I hear myself on stream.
Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Yeah, I double checked. See. Yeah, so let's see. Can I type it in my main chat? I'm gonna type it in. Might need to refresh. Oh, this is the one that has the 2, right? But yeah, like honestly though, the freaking hardtail joke, I didn't think that they would carry it though. Yep, there I see myself. Yes, guys, that's my other channel. If you guys have not subscribed, I need to start making content again on it. I know I keep saying it, but I've been I haven't had much time to make edited content. All right, there we go. Appreciate it, man. What state is the poison when affected? It was definitely gastric state. Come on, guys. This is the chemist. We're tackling this case as a chemist. That's what I studied in university for my undergrad, along with public health nutrition, but chemistry was my main subject. But yeah, like honestly though, the hardtail joke was like the one main thing they kept going about in the first half of the stream. Like penetration and all that jazz. And now Akane's thinking that Komaeda gets off of like the poison. You know what? I should have took this. I should have took that route. It's much easier. As off stream when I was doing stuff, this is much easier to do. But yeah, like honestly though, after this case, I don't think there's gonna be as much sexual jokes. As much, but there still are. At the chapter 6. And oh boy, you guys are in for a real treat for chapter 6 too. How did the poison enter through Komaeda's body? Respiratory, guys. Even though his lips were shut with duct tape, he could still inhale it with freaking nasal airways. Basic respiratory 101. You have the alveoli cells being freaking attacked by those nasty chemical reactions. You know, basic stuff. Because alveoli is like in your lungs. The bronchus, the primary, the tertiary, and the secondary.
It's all coming together.
Oh boy, respiratory therapists must be making a lot of money now these days.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Because that's another airway.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
See, this enhanced liquid is highly potent. Potent or potent? And it takes the effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized, aka gastric state.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
So it's a ketone.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
Jesus, man.
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
So the reason we didn't breathe the poisonous gas should be a mystery, should be explained. It was because of the sprinklers, because if you guys have ever known with gases, the best way to like eliminate gas is through either isolation, distillation, or evaporation. No, if not evaporation, sorry. Distillation, isolation, and elimination. And in this case, elimination for the gastric state. Most gases will be washed away with, H2O.
I see!
What happened yesterday?
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Tell me what happened. What the hell, dude? That's like...
Poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Oh, no. You don't want to mix up organic molecules with fire. Oh, no. That's a really bad idea.
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
What do I want Atlas to do with Persona, eh? That's a good question. At this rate, though, besides 6, of course, I want them to port Persona 4 Dancing All Night on Steam. No, I'm just joking. I had that game on Vita anyways, but I would love to see more people get I would love to see people get exposure to the Q games. That's what I feel like Q is like very overlooked. And also, I really want to see them fix Persona 3 FES. That's the one thing I really, really wish people would see with Persona 3 FES is a major downfall of its gameplay, especially its combat system. If they just tweak things a little bit, they give more EXP, less grindy. Definitely fixed Yukari's AI. That girl, she may be the best healer in the game, but her AI is so stupid. But, a lot of people just say, oh, you just play Persona 3 for the story and all that stuff, but you can't get to the end if you don't have decent, consistent gameplay. I'm just saying. Because a lot of the demons you get in Persona 3 aren't that great until mid-game, to be honest. And even then, you have to deal with the stupid magic table thing, who is like freaking difficult to destroy. You can't even use magic mirrors against it. Oh yes, and this reaction is called hydrolysis when it comes to like the elimination. Oh snap!
Of course! Hydrolysis!
Organic chemistry, one of the common reactions. So Aiden killed a snake yesterday, opened up one of the garage doors yesterday and thought it was a roof, but it wasn't, so you had to kill it otherwise. Aw, man, dude. Lucky that you actually killed it, though. And here I thought Aiden was becoming Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Dun 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 dun. If you guys have never played Metal Gear Solid before, even though I don't care for first person, even though I don't play that many shooter games on stream, you owe it to yourself to play Metal Gear Solid. It's a very good series.
The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Sonya pretty much explained the definition of electrolysis in a normie sense. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
Oh man, the years of organic chemistry in
But
lab.
Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
Which one? The whole Persona 3? Yeah, a lot of people just... It's gotta be messaged out there, because the thing is though, most of the times we're just playing the game first, and then everything else is like secondary. Even if I load the OST in that game, it's still secondary, and actually push motivation for me.
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Although, I've heard recent bad takes from certain people on the internet about Persona 5, but I'm not gonna say anything because it's really ridiculous.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning.
Because I like Persona 5.
The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
Reach out for the truth. Sorry guys, I had to put that.
So what?
What do you mean, so what?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what?
You still think it's suicide?
In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right?
Of
Then
course.
enough already.
Of course.
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
So rushed, man.
Well, but
What? There's still more?
Dude, watch him port Persona Dancing in Starlight and friggin' Steam like a few months from now, and just say, "Oh, hey guys, so sorry for these presentation delays, but we're gonna port you guys a rhythm game, the worst one of the trilogy, for you guys on Steam. So we're gonna make you pay full price and all the DLCs with it. So you can be happy with that. Goodbye." I can see Atlas doing that though. It's such a troll move, but I'm just looking forward to Xenoblade Chronicles 3 the most. Especially listening to Uni's English VA. Dude, she sounds so like a typical, stereotypical British person. Not a bad thing, by the way. Yeah, man. Who else?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Because I was wondering, when has ever Xenoblade Chronicles let you choose a character to roam in while not being stuck with them in battle? That is like major A+. And by the way, Uni still got that amazing booty, by the way. I'm just saying. Yeah, no problem, Basic. No problem. I'm sure you were playing some Kid Icarus Uprising. You gotta save that Queen Politania and Pit being a simp. But I understand, bro. Kid Icarus Uprising is a great game.
There might have been an accomplice.
Dun dun dun. An accomplice?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
Who would help
Nagito
this?
committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought. Then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
But we were all there.
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Bro, just 2 more months until the Chronicles 3 comes out. You're claiming place. I'm just messing with you, bro. Oh, what happens if we answered the meat on the bone? Oh, yeah, I did this last time. So, oh my god, she wants to eat that then? I just made her more angry. But there you guys go. She had more cleavage exposed. So you all better thank me. So, oh, okay, so it's not venomous. Got it. Decapitalize it. Got it, man. That's a good thing that it wasn't venomous though. That's a good thing.
I see.
But I gotta say,
are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
I know what meme to put for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I'm sure no one has taken this idea yet. You guys remember the song called Dance by Big Sean? That Nicki Minaj also sang in it too. I know it's like one of those like trendy garbage pop songs. It says ass, 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 ass. Stop and make that mother effing hammer time. I'm gonna do that with Uni, post it on TikTok. It's probably gonna get like at least 70 likes. Almost guaranteed.
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
It's all good, man. I'm no expert in any reptiles besides maybe frogs. Oh, no, frogs are not reptiles. They're amphibious. What am I talking about? Yeah, I don't know anything about, like, reptiles like snakes, lizards, and other such. I don't know animals that well compared to a few of my friends. Just glad, man. You know what snakes have taught me, Metal Gear Solid? Sometimes you just gotta kill them for survival. That's what Metal Gear Solid has taught me.
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Well, yeah, it's liquid state.
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
It was a liquid state, by the way. Like, if you think about it, though, like, we don't have snakes here. If we do have snakes, which are pretty rare to find, usually it's like garden
The
snakes,
container probably melted in the fire.
which are also non-venomous as well. But we get mostly spiders here, a lot of bees. Thankfully, it's bees, not wasps or hornets. That would be really bad if we have wasps and hornets here. I can't imagine living in Australia because that's where most of those insects inhabit in. Whew.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
Like we have mooses
Even
here.
the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely
Like,
burn
believe
up,
it or
right?
not, guys, we do have mooses in my states, but not.
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
But mooses don't inhabit in Seattle area. They live on the other side of the state, which is like more closer to like Idaho and such. But oh my goodness, dude, I have a few friends that live in that part of Washington State on the eastern side. I gotta say, I really thought they were joking with the whole like moose moose going to like downtown Spokane or something. But there's videos of those if you guys want to see them. But Jesus, man, I blame that side of the state for causing like wildfires each summer though,
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
and also California, because screw them.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
Yeah, it does.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
But how would you leave in the
Ah,
fire?
you're right. You're totally right.
Oh, by the way, guys, for those who are joining in today's stream, if you give Akane $20, she'll let you touch her chest and stuff. She told us that early in today's stream. She was just trying to get interest from us, though.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
All right, we'll close it. Don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired. Well, yeah, we're all tired because today's Sunday. Today's supposed to be rest day. I also feel that way. That's why I just want to rule this as Komaeda's suicide. If I do that, no one here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else.
bro, dude, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is gonna look really good. I hope they're definitely gonna improve on 2. That's the one thing I love about Model Assault. They do listen to people. The one thing I'm worried about with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, though, is I really hope they don't mess with anything with RNG. I hope their RNG system for farming is not bad. Oh boy, compared to the second game's farming, I just hope it's not going to be like Xenoblade Chronicles 2's farming. At least they're not gonna have some fanboy from the first game to write the tutorials, unlike the second game, so that's a good thing. It's a small price to pay, but we gotta do it. I'm glad you're enjoying the first game though. I think the first one's the best in the series. I don't care what anyone says.
But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us.
Like, the more I think about it, the second
He'd
game's...
probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
Oh my god, not this again.
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
No, he's haunting us.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
What is he referencing to for this?
You just be quiet.
Oh, damn.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
That's, like, really hard to do, though.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
Reach out to the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing.
If you guys are wondering, I'm referencing the song for Persona 4, the successful ambush theme from Golden. But, you know, Yu Nadakami is the same, you know, the person who voiced Yuru Nadakami is the same VA as Hajime Hinata in this game, so.
And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
Bro, the bimbos are always the smart ones. Here's a, that's my reaction. So yeah, like honestly though, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I feel like a lot of people have probably just played the second game and they hate the first game because it's so different from the second game's combat system. But I feel like Model itself doesn't really like recycling a lot of stuff besides enemies. Like, I've already seen like at least 5 enemies they're recycling. Oh hell no, not this garbage. They're really gonna make me go through Scrabble again? Alright, we're not looking for the D today. We're looking for the, we're spelling out fire grenades. Because apparently I don't know how to spell grenades. But yeah, like, honestly though, yeah, Molo stuff doesn't really recycle a lot of stuff, though, from what I've noticed in their games. Like, even X, when I briefly played X a little bit, because I sold my Wii U, from what I remembered, oh my goodness, it's an R. Jesus Christ, dude, this is so freaking chaotic. From what I've noticed so far of model stuff, besides enemy recycling, they don't really recycle a lot of stuff from the things I've seen. And what I mean by that is they don't recycle the same exact weapons, the same exact characters, just enemies they recycle. And I feel like the one thing I definitely do want to touch on though is the analysis with the battle system. I feel like TP is kind of like a recurrent thing from X. Because X... No problem, man. No problem. Thank you so much for tuning in, Aiden. We'll see you in the next one. I'll let you know who the traitor is. Because, oh boy, you're going to be very surprised when we tell you next stream. Whenever that is. Till then, Outlaw. Have a good one. Where's an E? Easy. But... the combat system looks very more like the first game.
I see. I got it.
Like, sure, they still have launch and smash for like if you go inside the fusion, the whatever the heck they're calling it, the fusion system. But they still have days. So you're still gonna be toppling. Top walking is probably gonna be another thing in the game. Who knows?
Huh?
Or they fixed
The
that.
fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
Because the thing is, though, I don't see driver combos, aka the fusion combos that they're calling it in that game, be as broken as like break, topple, and days. Because the thing is, though, when you go to like a launch and smash, when you go inside those mechs or whatever the heck they are, they overheat over time. So you can't be like recycling. You can't do an endless loop cycle
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
because it's
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone.
because it shows both. It shows two things on the UI about
Instead,
overheating.
it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse,
Oh my
it
lord.
can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
He knew it all along, man.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
I don't think he
Yeah,
exchanged.
that has to be it.
He probably added in.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
Aluminum, aluminium.
You
What do you
just
think
have
guys
to
want to
peel
pronounce
up
it?
that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
He was probably just
Hold
there.
on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Bro's such a simp, man.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
Contain a clue, and that contents of fire grenade swap with the poison. The poison, aka the piece of aluminium bottle
I
foil.
can prove it with this.
File? No, bottle foil.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
Ah,
No, that is not just a piece of trash.
that's a seal.
The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room.
We found a lot of interesting
He
books.
also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
And the reporting file.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue?
What do you think?
Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right?
No.
So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
I like how Akane's getting smarter with each case
See,
going.
I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Pick it
Hey,
up.
what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Yep, sir.
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
No, that's wrong.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
Yep, the horrified truth.
Probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought, and the moment Komaeda breathed in the poison, were the same? Could that moment, same moment have been, whatever, when we all threw the grenades?
I see!
I know, horrifying, right?
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
This is where today's title comes from.
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
But, you know, you're gonna...
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
We don't know.
Us.
It was one of us, among us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
Exactly, bro. It's crazy.
You said so yourself. You said Nagito committed suicide.
We thought.
Then who killed Nagito?
We don't
I
know.
mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was Komaeda,
I see.
because he set us all up.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
That's another easy one right there. The person who set the warehouse on fire was Komaeda, because he freaking hated Monokuma's popularity. I still wanted a Monokuma plushie, but the dude freaking burnt the supply, thus raising the supply's demand on eBay, because everyone wants a Monokuma plushie, guys. This man deserves arrest, but not in peace, though.
I see.
Causing demand to go up. Come on, man.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
He didn't like Monokuma's popularity. It's Monokuma secretly. God damn it, dude. Monokuma just rigged it because he wants to raise more taxes on his, more taxes and prices on his freaking merchandise. He wanted someone to throw the poison without letting us know who really did it.
I see.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
God damn, freaking insane, bro.
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Yeah, we don't know who did it.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
This is just a guessing game.
Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do.
That's freaking crazy, dude.
And for that reason,
It's like one of those rare cases.
he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades.
Mixed it among us.
Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
To get us all killed.
What?
Dude, look at this freaking soda sprite.
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him.
God, there's like one other case that
The
you could
poison
see this
grenade and the
happen.
fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point.
Freaking elaborated with this master plan, eh? It's crazy.
All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison.
That's when he became more toxic.
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
So, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
And that's why it's not a suicide.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
It's one of those cases.
Was his trap all along? Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
This is why we go with probability, bro.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
That's how much he hated
It
us.
is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
No one's
But
to blame for this.
What should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
We can only guess.
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
He always
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras.
He always knows.
If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever.
He admits it.
I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so chill. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
Okay, slow down. We all know we were imagining with Sonia's washroom tryst, but come on, bro. You don't need to cover up. We all know you would want to finish that first sentence, by the way.
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
We gotta reach a conclusion at some point.
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably...
Uh-oh.
There's one way, I think.
We gotta guess.
Really? Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
That's right. It doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Komaeda, it should be clear what kind of a trap he set. You know what trap card he used? He freaking used Solomon Judgment. He knew that whatever we came up with,
Got it.
he was gonna
Let's do
counter
this
that.
then.
Sorry, I talked over voiceover. But yeah, Komaeda just used a freaking trap card called Solomon Judgment. One of the most OP cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. Alright, let's see. What was inside Komaeda's fridge? We don't have that panel. Dude, I love doing closing arguments for each and every case. Like, even if it's a case I really don't like, I just feel like a lawyer just doing this. Wait, right before switching to the poison, you remove the lid. Yeah, because, like, if you guys ever want a really creditable lawyer, all you need to do is just, you know, present your arguments in your cases, your case pleads, in a manga style like presentation, and you're good to go. You'll win almost any case besides the Chewbacca cases of OJ Simpson. What was behind the Monokuma panels? It was the oil lighters. Whole body wasn't tied up. We don't have that. We don't have that either. Order hurt himself. He propped a knife with the Monokuma plushie. Reason why we went to the warehouse is because of the video message. Okay. Again, we have a duplicate. What the frickles is going on here, man? But yeah, like honestly though, like DR2, like now that I'm replaying this and it's still fresh in my brain as of the stream recording, I gotta say my opinions of it have changed a little bit actually, for the better, if I were to be honest. His whole body wasn't tied up, so oh no, that's the wrong one. I didn't make any mistakes last stream. It was this right here, and then that's a duplicate, so we know that. What was placed inside the break room? It was a lot of fryer grenades because he wanted to take a chance on us. This goes here, and you know, like DR2 is still my least favorite game in the series, but I gotta say though, it's not because it's a bad game. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's a really good game. I would probably give it like a 8 out of 10 or something at this point. But you know, sometimes replaying a game just gives you a better impression. Because I think what happened was, what affected my rating of this game my first time was because I played DR1 back to back with this one. So I finished DR1 first and then went straight into this one. And I was really burnt out. And yes, I agree, Basic. Replaying a game gives you a better impression and more appreciation for the game. And that's what happened with this. Because I feel like, because don't get me wrong, guys, I love DR1. Even after replay that game, I still freaking love it to death. Despite it being a visual novel series, which again, not a type of game I would stream. But, no, it's just amazing. Tie the right hand. Wait. It doesn't go there, because, it does the thingamabobber. In order to hurt himself, use a knife. Wow, there's a lot of duplicate pictures. I just realized that. Inside the grenades was... We don't have that. We have this one. But yeah, let me know. Games that you guys have replayed replayed after the first playthrough. What game gave you a better impression of the playthrough? So meaning, if you played the game the first time around, you didn't enjoy it as much, but when you replayed it, you liked it more. What game would you guys say for that question would be? For me, it would definitely be this game. And maybe also Golden Sun 2. But Golden Sun 2 is like a whole different story though. I'll tie the rope on top of my right hand. In order to hurt himself. Okay. I think that's what goes there. Okay. I was gonna say, what the hell was I doing? Okay, so reviewing. This should be that. In order to hurt himself. Oh no, not the spear, not the spear. In order to hurt himself, we're gonna use duct tape. And then afterwards, the grenades was through. They were landing on cement, the warehouse cement, and then they cracked open. There we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Presentation time.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
Freaking Komaeda, bro.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
That is such a creepy picture right there.
Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base.
Well, we all know who did this. The Silhouette Man, the ultimate villain.
Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence. The blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory,
So catchy, dude. I love the closing theme song.
and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room.
Fates. Yes, Fates is a good one.
Next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hit a bomb somewhere.
How did you beat Conquest, though? Conquest is a hard game. I would love to see some
While we
pro
were looking
tips.
for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
Like, I don't have any of the Fire Emblem games on my 3DS right now anymore. I do plan on re-getting my Echoes if my friend doesn't give me back my copy. But I'm curious. Basic, if you know any pro tips on Conquest, let me know, because I keep getting stuck on Chapter 8. Chapter 8 actually made me rage quit Conquest. It's a really hard game.
In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door
Look at all this
to the
Monokuma.
curtain and placed an oil lighter in front. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
Like, I don't care about the panels, okay? The panels are just there for advertisement.
First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord.
But the plushies, bro. The plushies are what I want.
Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope.
Like, look,
However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In
This is-
doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up.
he's just freaking laughing.
As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream,
Even grindy, that's probably what it was.
he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs.
Oh, dude, that is so wrong, man. Like, pretty brutal.
Finally,
You freaking propped it? Jesus, on a Monokuma plushie? Come on, bro.
he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade.
Oh, if I struggle with Chapter 8, I'm gonna definitely rage Chapter 10 then. And Fire Emblem Fates has like what, 25 chapters, correct? Or is it 21? Jeez, man. So definitely I'm gonna revisit this stream for definitely like look at those tips for sure. Fire Emblem is not my higher priority right now for rebuilding my 3DS collection though, besides Echoes. Right now, I'm trying to go with all the Shin Megami Tensei games. Except for Soul Hackers, because that game is like unreasonably priced right now. It's like going for like $85 at the moment. I think after that, I'm probably going to go after Kid Icarus Uprising, of course, Mario 3D Land, Zelda Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask 3D. Even though I hated that Majora's Mask port, I can still put out with the remake. Is because the first half of the game is actually really good.
He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured.
But the second half changes
Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear.
or something else. So I just do the side
His plan
quest.
still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin.
Let's see what else is there. Smash Bros. 4. You can find that game very cheap these days.
Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. That was the first version.
After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse.
That was the first Xenoblade game I finished
But that was part of Nagito's plan.
for the first game. The first Xenoblade Chronicles game I finished
We
was the
opened the
second
door
game.
to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect.
Dude, look at the silhouette use Kabushi no Jutsu from Naruto. Friggin' shadow clones.
The panels shells fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and
Dude.
ignited the curtain.
Boruto needs to get their shenanigans together, man. I can't stand it right now.
Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades.
Project Cross Zone 2, it's also unreasonably priced. Same
We
with...
then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply.
You good, man. I'm just happy I got this at a
It
very
never
good
occurred
price,
to us
though.
that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared.
I think my end game for 3DS games, it's probably going to be around like 45 or 50 games.
The
Grand
poison
total.
sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat.
Because I
Spread everywhere.
still have my Luigi's Mansions 1 and 2.
The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was.
Both Persona Q 1 and 2, I still have those.
Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized.
And a few other games.
That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor.
So right now I have 7 games for the 3DS.
There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach.
Yeah, man, I don't care what anyone says. The 3DS, Luigi's Mansion 1 for the 3DS is the best port. Is the best version of that game. I don't care what anyone says.
This is all the information related to Nagito's plan.
Dude, the friggin'
His true
silhouette.
intention was to set one of us up as the killer.
The silhouette men is what killed
At this time, we
Komaeda.
still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap.
Oh snap, man. Look
In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity,
at all the silhouette men. That's so many of them at once. Holy frickles. Yo, dude, that's a creepy picture of Komaeda. I ain't gonna lie about that. He's just laughing at us.
this should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
16%.
What
dude.
Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange.
Silhouette
Did
still out there.
Nagito really not care who the killer was?
You know who the silhouette man is? Freaking the remnants of Hiyoko Sayonji. Screw that little brat.
He said this to us earlier.
Huh? I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. There's no way Hope can lose. Oh my goodness, not this again. He's still haunting us after... What if, like, Silhouette Man is Komaeda's, like, darker side or something? I don't know, guys. That could be a probability. Ever since the first game.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart.
There we go, guys.
I want you to try to remember what that is.
We gotta guess his talents. Nagito, so Komaeda believed in Hajime Hinata. Nah, he just gives us vanilla answers. He believed in Tao's talents.
See, Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
God damn it, dude. This is why it's called Fate's Outcome for today's stream. But there's a little bit more to it.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's what most of us would do anyways.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, It was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
No, we don't bring that up again. We don't talk about the funhouse or this chapter or Komaeda pulling that derailing reference. I'm just saying, I don't want to put up with it. Yes, he played Russian roulette, for those who are wondering. But that's not important for this case right now. It's just showcasing that he believes in his luck and all that jazz. Which again, in this case, since if you divide the number, his probability of chance between so 6 out of 10 would be 60, right? But that's not how the math would work in this one. It's approximately around the high 16 percentage, so 16 point something. So you divide like 5 over 5 times 20 equals 100. No. Yeah. 5 times 4. Sorry, I'm getting like my mathematics mixed up. I don't get my mathematics messed up. 5 times 20 equals 100. 4 times 25 equals 100. You guys get the point. Sorry, I'm like still out of days, I guess, for today. But don't worry, man. I'm still more of a science mathematician kind of person.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
But yeah, I guarantee you guys, it's around the 16% because my math is correct.
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
It does.
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
The more risk.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The
The
traitor.
target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
Yep, for those who do not know, Komaeda, unlike Naegi from the last game, Komaeda's luck is all about revolving luck. Revolving high risk equals high rewards. So the more riskier moves he pushes, the higher his reward could be. That's his style of luck. Makoto Naegi's his luck has always been about all or nothing. It's just there. Unpredictable.
He risked his life for that?
Those are the major two
Probably
differences.
risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
The traitor. You don't have to ask, dude. He's asking for the traitor. Oh yeah, he's definitely after Monoko.
I see.
Nah, he's asking for the traitor.
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message.
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm the bomb, you have to use the traitor's handbook. He was just trying to data mine, bro. Freaking Komaeda working for cryptocurrency data mining. Come on, man. It's
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Komaeda said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believe in what Komaeda said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long was it really because we didn't believe in him? Nah, he was just a lunatic.
But if
Of
he
course we
just
wouldn't believe
wanted
him.
to out the traitor, He didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair.
Or it could be the other way around, where he hates us, he wants us to get killed, and the traitor succeeds and walks away free.
That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to actually happen, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
We have to guess, bro.
Who do you think it is, Hajime?
Whoa, I know who it is.
Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
It's Hiyoko, bro.
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
It's only Hiyoko.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor?
We all know who the traitor is, guys.
Hajime, please.
Select someone. The mastermind and the biggest traitor of them all is none other than Hiyoko Sayonji. God damn it. I wanted to give him a funny reaction. Nah, that's not what you were supposed to do. As much as I hate Hiyoko, she definitely is devious and mastermind material, but because the game is a visual novel, guys, it's none other than Chiaki Nanami. Yep, she's the traitor, guys.
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right.
God damn it, 16%, man.
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Where? This is nonsense. Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No,
Jesus.
I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Let's do it.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's complicated.
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost. Hey, Hajime, can you do me a small favor?
Which is...
Favor? Me?
What's the
I
favor?
want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you.
Jesus, man.
There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
Exactly, bro.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
He's got a good point, though.
Always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Bro, if Usami was in B3 as one of the participants in the killer game, she would definitely get executed first. Because of the whole truth versus lies in B3's theme.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Oh, yeah. You're such a liar. I mean... Usami, give it up. There's no point. I mean, we all know you just want to defend her. And I know a lot of fanbase hates you so much.
Let's all get along.
But it's already been sealed. There's no point of like dragging this long anymore. It's GG's, man.
First open and mix.
She's not good with insults now, is she? I just now realized that, guys.
Hajime,
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go for fever mode because, well, it's gonna make things a lot faster. And not only that, Usami's insults are like probably a lot like most PG friendly
lower your grade.
compared to the rest of the cast, who does the panic attack stuff.
Hajime, you stupid face.
Which is if you guys know the lore behind Usami, it makes sense.
Chiaki and I aren't best friends.
Monomi's notebook.
This is the end.
That seals it. Oh boy.
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with a new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's where
Don't
your
tell
customer
me.
is.
Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
Foreshadow.
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook!
Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up, and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? Is this Marnie's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
But how can she write?
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either.
But we know.
It's different for me.
You know?
Yes, we do.
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
At this point, yeah, we caught up. Almost exactly where we left off last stream. I know, I'm sorry for you guys making you sit through the entire retrial. My OCD-ness.
First of all, this isn't Monomi's diary. Apparently she can't write.
My OCD ruins a lot of my organization. I take my organization too far, I feel like. But that's just
And
me.
the one who wrote this is...
The traitor.
Someone connected to Monomi. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monomi?
You got it.
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monomi?
You got it.
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Yo, no problem, man. Don't worry, we got 2 more things to go through. The topic we talked about was the final dead room.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on the edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that.
If I win the light learning game here, I'll be able to go to that octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out to where the exit is. I can get out. With this, I can finally get out. You can't do that. Hold it. Shouldn't go in there. You probably won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake.
It's no mistake, Sonia.
I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
I hate seeing Sonia like
Chiaki
this.
She is being controlled by Monokuma.
No.
That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
Sorry, I was muted. I just realized that. So she took out her handbook out of her pocket with annoyed facial expression. Sorry, I muted myself, so I was like unpacking.
Now that you mention
New
it,
pack.
Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake.
Yeah, I didn't want you guys to hear the rapping.
Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor. There is just no way.
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe, but
But then nobody will be saved.
let's do this. Second to last. Debates on debates. Sonia's account. Let's do this.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
That is true.
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not.
There is a way.
The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
That's the contradiction right there.
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
He's got a good point, though. That's also true. So it's actually Sonia that we gotta contradict, unfortunately. But we gotta move forward, guys.
When we were trying to turn, didn't Chiaki use the?
If she's a
Because
traitor,
all
she could have
cases
known
must
that
come to
Chiaki
an
that
end.
bomb was
It has a
fake or not.
beginning,
The only
middle, and
person who
end.
knew it- Me, when I tried to detonate it.
Boom. No, that's
Not
wrong.
it.
Oh, that's not it. Okay.
That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real.
And
You said so yourself.
And this is where we left off last time.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I did not want to hear that!
Alright, guys. Last one. Let's do this.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
Sorry, Sonia, but it's just the way it is, unfortunately. The last one we need to do, guys. The answer is Monokuma's account.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Oh, are you serious, dude? Are we dueling? Oh, we're not dueling, dude. You
Even
gotta
if
be
she
joking
knew
me.
the bomb was fake,
Okay,
that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor.
I have to use my cuts wisely.
If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too.
Oh, I see where my cuts need to
After
go.
all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Short by 2 cuts, I think. Oh man, Sonia, I know you're panicking, but it's just
Even
the way
if
it
she
is.
knew the bomb was fake,
I should have added more blades to my
that does
switch.
not prove Chiaki is the traitor.
Like my skill bullet stuff.
If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too.
There we go.
After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
That's how you cut it, man. Exactly by 1 blade.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
That's a contradiction.
If so, you could not declare that. Monami and Chiaki were working together.
That was a contradiction we had to go for. Let's go. Let's do this.
There was someone other than me and Monami
Let's end this class trial,
who
guys.
knew that bomb was fake.
Very depressing, too.
That someone is Monokuma.
But, Sonia, I'm sorry.
Monokuma said so earlier. He knows everything about this. Monokuma
Slice
probably
this.
told Chiaki that
The
it was
contradiction's
fake
right here.
beforehand.
It's the harsh truth, unfortunately.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Indeed, man. At least this case is not as long as the 4th case. I will give you guys that. Because right now our duration is at 2 hours and 44 minutes right now. So this case is a lot shorter than case 4. Shockingly. Quiet, if I foreshadowed that killing would happen. I was going to tell you for the first time.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it.
Oh no, don't, no, not now. Don't do it.
We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
I know. Don't worry. It's under control so far.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that.
Oh no. Come on. We gotta push it to the limit, bro.
We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
Alright, guys. Here's our results, man. 100 and everything, except for the 7th one. Alright, so... you gotta be a rake in this case, not too bad. So all of these right here are all hundreds. And then of course our lowest one's 61 and such. I gotta say, even with this retrial, I was hoping a little bit higher, but for whatever reason, this one I got screwed up because of the reboot, I'm assuming. But that's the end of Chapter 5's class trial. Execution time. We finally finished it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for standing by. It's a lot, dude, it was a lot smoother compared to Chapter 4, though. You do have to admit that. Because that VOD, it's almost 4 hours long. This is probably going to be like 3 hours or something. If we believe in that person who's urging us to forward, then we have to start walking and believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. Sorry, Chiaki, but it is what it is.
Even so.
Of course. Oh boy, what is it gonna look like this time? I do like these 8-bit artwork though for these sprites. They actually look pretty good. You know, it's a very sad chapter, man. All right, what's the result? Let's go ahead and answer the result. You're on holiday, so thank goodness. Yeah, I feel it, man. I know today's Sunday. I normally don't stream on Sundays anymore. But hey, we got it right.
Damn it!
It's crazy though. Like the artwork in those 8-bit artworks are really good. I love them. When we do V3, which is going to be a very long project, by the way, you guys will see all those pixelation artworks. I promise you guys that. It's just that V3 is going to make it go crazy though.
Everyone.
Oh,
Damn it.
we did it, guys.
Damn it!
But this is not a victory. This is a loss. An unfortunate loss.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
It's all good.
What?
I like her better in the anime, by the
That
way.
is...
There's no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what.
'Cause,
Can't betray the future foundation.
well,
If you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? Same for you. It's because she's bounded. Nature of your existence, I won't be able to betray the future foundation. But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. Alright?
Why?
well,
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. You're still saying things, I get, but if we ask you anything, you're not gonna answer, right? I'm trying to do a simp voice or something. Like, if we ask you why you were in the Future Foundation stuff,
I'm sorry.
That is...
even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. Even if we blame you for this, that's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed, and Chiaki lost. In the end, it went according to Komaeda's plan, huh?
Like...
Was it really Komaeda's goal? Is it really okay if he was trying to find the killer, eliminate them? If so, isn't that strange?
So...
I mean, we nearly lost. He's not lying about that. Because this guy did trip a lot of people up, including myself, yours truly, on the first playthrough. It's 16%, dude.
Yes, indeed.
16%. We solved this case. That's freaking insane. That's a really low odd. For a probability to kick in. That's crazy.
Are you serious?
Yep, he wanted to kill everyone besides the traitor. It's because, well, something happened. He really is twisted.
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well,
It's not just Komaeda's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chucky.
Really are a kind-hearted person. You think so? Jeez! Jeez! I mean, what?
perhaps.
Maybe our dad or big bro? Don't you think?
Hey, come on now.
It's only ripping off Tever. This is not human relationships chapter. God damn it, bro.
I can't lose.
That I can't lose Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight I can't win.
Hi-ya!
I must try to retaliate.
Huh?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
What is this?
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
Jesus. She used self-destruct. It was super effective.
What'd you say?
Oh, I was right. It was actually called self-destruct, not explode. Not explosion.
No, no!
Yeah, he's not dead. New one just came out. Surprised me if only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Oh my goodness, dude, it's a freaking infinite loop. God damn it, bro.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
How
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry, I lose! Forgive me!
how are they not in the explosion radius? That's one thing I don't get.
Hey, hey.
Boom, 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 pow. Chicks checking our style.
I won't forgive you.
Bro, this is like a broken game right here.
I won't let you.
I will protect them with my life.
Hey, hey.
Now then, no matter how many are you still there, you might as well all come out at once.
Ooh, how exciting!
That's a lot. That's a lot. 10 to the 60th power?
What?
Oh, dude, that's a lot, dude. That's crazy. Even if you're not a
Hey, hey.
mathematician, someone who hates maths, you know that's a lot.
Too bad!
Because 10 to the 6 is 1 million. God damn it, dude. My clones are consistently created endlessly. Of course, it's at the manufacturing, facility.
That's wrong.
That's right. I checked them by my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it! Hey,
As long as you just give it a Monac— oh my goodness, this is so stupid. It becomes a fully developed Monokuma. That is so stupid.
Could it be?
You've already obtained that much power?
Hey, hey, hey!
Yo, dude, it's like
Hey, hey!
Monokuma was not this broken in the first game, so how did he get buffed up?
in the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement?
I was wondering where the V3's Despair Dungeon
What's this?
title screen came from. Now we know. That is a lot of Monokumas, though. I am the new conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
It's okay, Monami.
It's fine.
Well,
It's not about giving up, you know?
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them.
I...
But.
Right?
Damn it.
What's going on? Don't know for certain, but the only thing I can say is
Please listen.
Monokuma is the enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean that there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
Well, there's a lot of organizations out there, bro.
Damn it!
Because times 5.
Yoo-hoo!
Punishment time. There's a little more time. To wait or not to wait, that is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you know, right? There's no way I'd say I wait.
I'm sorry.
Monokuma's just like me. The Frostman's very impatient.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment. Special bleeding service.
Oh, special pleading.
Huh?
That caught me off guard.
Hmm.
It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted to since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anyone that will defy me anymore.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
Yeah, he just drew that gag.
Huh.
It's okay. If I'm just here, I'd just be a burden anyway. And not just that, I've also decided to believe in everyone.
You guys, I'm sorry.
It's all good, it's all good.
I'm sorry. I could.
Just
Oh.
one last time. Let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect you guys anymore. That's what she meant to say. I thought that was just a regular non-voice line. This is very good advice, by the way.
There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone.
So true, man.
But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter.
Frostman approves.
If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
So, why do people hate her? I just don't get it.
Bye, everyone.
I thought she was okay.
It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you.
But yeah, that quote.
It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Okay, bye-bye.
Let's give it
Everything you've got. It's punishment time. That was so sad, man. Usami left with a very, very powerful quote. And yet everyone hates her in the fandom. I just don't get it. You guys are gonna like this execution. It's much better than the last one and the one before it. 'Cause, oh boy. Since you all love gaming, you should know at least 2 of the 3 references. Ew, is this the song that plays in the freaking Minesweeper game in V3? I hate this song. Look at this, like a freaking tank. You guys have to know this reference. If you guys don't, you guys are not true gamers. Dun da da da. Freaking Space Invaders, bro. Are you freaking kidding me with the shenanigans? God damn it. Destroying all of Usami's units like that? Jesus. And Chiaki's just like standing there, like using Ultra Instinct or something. This is your personal favorite one in the DR2? I think this one's my second favorite. My first one is definitely Pekka's one, with the swordsman and the Thousand Army. Pac-Man, that's a Pac-Man reference. And here goes my favorite one, actually. This is my favorite one of the much. Look at this. Guess what? It's freaking Tetris, bro. I freaking like Tetris. I prefer Puyo Puyo, but Tetris is fun. You just gotta know that have speed and reflexes. It's brutal, man. And look what happens after this. One more piece. The eye piece, bro. All cleared. Yeah, Pekko's a really good one. I could see that being a second class. I agree with that. God damn, bro. That was something else, man. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I had fallen to my knees. God damn it, dude. That was, oh, man. This case, surprisingly, wasn't as hard. Like, even though I did this on my the last stream, and didn't review it, this case was a lot easier than I thought. Now, the freaking 4th case, that was a whole different story. Like, I thought I would get stuck on this case too, but...
I don't believe it!
But apparently not.
What?
She was also Komaeda's killer too. Freaking Monokuma getting off of this.
Huh?
This is like one of the few times I feel like depressed about something like this, because freaking Chiaki was like a good character. She is a good character in the game, but again, I prefer her anime adaptation form. Yeah, it went all with a bang, literally. Legitimately, it just did a... It did a 4 clear.
I shall now present
The end of the killing school trip. Since we have 5 people left, again, last game there were 6 people. We're 1 down compared to Naegi, bro.
Hmm?
There's still 2 days left. If you're gonna act like your usual self, you be setting things up so no killing happens right away. He's just stalling at this point. Like I said, you U5, like you were emphasizing that part. So how many people? Does it really matter how many of us there are left?
Huh? You.
Are you trying to make a volleyball team? Jesus.
Silly fool.
You need 6 people for volleyball. Okay, I didn't realize you need 6 people. I thought you were just good with 5. You're an enemy in the enemy Future Foundation, so what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created.
no.
Well, you just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. Jesus Christ, dude. Everything will end? Oh no, man.
Hey,
And when that time comes, it's like Majora's Mask, sort of. You'll see of your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will figure out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
What is he going on about this new world and stuff? Who knows? You should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back at home will be waiting for you. The laugh still gets me, man. What is Monokuma on, bro? Monokuma's boisterous laugh carried on for what I felt like it was forever. Our questions, our worries, sadness were simply ignored. Because he doesn't really care, he just wants to spare, bro. Honestly, it didn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. Bro, look at our Monokuma collection. I just like how it's grown throughout the entire game. That's how many? 25, right? But you may notice there's one shelf empty. And burrowed down into my sheets as if I were trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. Oh, dude, that's all he does. He just sleeps in the entire days. And that's it? Okay, Hajime, I thought you were doing something else. Like, oh, I don't know, go find more evidence or more clues or something. And not just that, if we're trying to leave, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hopeseek Academy? Who knows? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island, at a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. And it's gonna end, guys. Let's see what the new timer says. What is it? What's gonna be? What's it gonna be? 8 hours and 55 minutes, man. Oh, I remember when I streamed that long. Just for that one stream. Never again. 10 hours straight with no breaks. No washroom breaks either. Never again, dude. It's the worst feeling. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I never felt before. A fear like I had been in this world, completely, utterly alone. It's just the 5 of us, man. God damn it, dude. I rushed out of the cottage. It's like, damn, dude. Like, they feel like they lost hope or stuff. What's happened in the game? And do not worry, this happens in everyone's copy, by the way. Oh, what the frickles is this? Wait, what? Is this a glitch?
Hello there.
I thought you were executed. What?
Well,
This is awkward. We just saw you get executed in Tetris. Oh, I lied. Many of you guys are confused by now.
perhaps.
Komaeda probably planned to leave this as well. Meet out at the restaurant and watch it together. Okay, this is getting weirder, guys. First the game glitches, and now we had to go to Komaeda's last will, the restaurant. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? At the hotel restaurant, here we are. Yeah, I forgot about this part existed, actually.
Yeah.
Thank her, she was the one who found it? Oh my goodness, I forgot that Hyoko's shrine was there too. Oh, disgusting.
Listen well.
Oh, you're dead. Why are you here?
Huh? Damn right.
So let's hurry up and play it. Alright, let's look at this.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. It looked like it ended the way I hoped it would be. God damn it, dude. He's a freaking maniac.
Damn it.
Komaeda was trying to kill everyone except the traitor.
Hey, hey!
God damn it, dude. Oh, why are you here? Like, where are all these, like, characters who were executed and killed coming from?
How unfortunate.
I don't know how to explain to you guys. This must be a glitch in the game or something. Because I promise you, I'm playing this on Steam.
Now then.
Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm gonna speak so both sides will understand. Took action after talking about for so long. Allowed me to learn the searching truth. Already disposed of that page. God damn it, what page is that? That's in the game, by the way. The traitor must have known that truth all along. So I was able to learn the truth about this world. Shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. God damn it, breaking the fourth wall, bro. Oh, dude, this is so awkward. The game is breaking. But now that I know that truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us info about the island's mystery and Future Foundation, he's raising all your hope, but so he could lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma is trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps not someone else. What does that say? Seriously pissing me off? Alien ones? Oh, I don't even know what the heck this is. Jeez. Yeah, it gets like really trippy.
Now then.
It's like the game glitch or something. You want to escape Monokuma's plan, there is a specific place you need to go to. Oh, here comes the moment, guys. Here comes the moment. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nazumi Castle. Here comes the song.
Well,
normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place, but since that message gets rid of those steps, you could think of it as an Easter egg or something. It's probably less someone other than Monokuma or Usami, but that has nothing to do with me. Oh my goodness, dude. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now is a good time to announce it, right? I'll announce that password. Here comes the best song in the game. One of the best songs with a reference. That is the password that was written in Nazumi Castle. You have to use that to enter that specific place that only you can skip Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my action will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Hell no, dude. Who would praise you, bro? You're right. Okay, I have a big ego, but I would not want to stand true to myself.
The ultimate hope.
Wow, man, this is so trippy. Yeah, you guys know this reference. It's from the first game. That's why this is a sequel. Not surprised at all, bro. Koizumi's here. Cheers.
Hey.
See, where are these characters coming from? Like, they're already executed, bro. Alright, guys. Oh my god. That was so trippy, man. Dude. This looks beautiful. The cherry blossoms. We gotta go to the second island, by the way. Like, I like the effects. I mean, I get it, snowing. Or is this cherry blossom? It looks like it's more like cherry blossom, actually. The pharmaceutical, so we need to go to this place right here. The ancient ruins, man. Let's enter it. 11037.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
We miss you guys.
I'm gonna do it!
Like, are they not, like... Do they not know these are here? These guys are here?
Thanks for the food. Dumbass!
Now's not the time. Oh, yeah, they do know. They do know.
Young master Fuyuhiko.
Protect my young master. Now let's go forward together.
This is your leader's order.
Yeah, they know they're here. Dude, that is so random. Wait, what the frick was this? Yeah, I agree, man. V3's the VR world and V3 song. That one's actually really good too.
In the name of my family.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to revisit that chapter
Hajime.
in the far future. I just don't know how I'm gonna play in V3 though, because V3 is such a long game.
It's gonna be fine.
Let's do it, guys. We're gonna be putting in Leon's name. I wish we were able to type it. Oh, that's fine. It opens. Dude, they're not alive. They're not alive. It's a glitch in the game. Or should I say a glitch in the world, actually. They're all dead, technically, besides the 5 of us. Crazy, I know, right?
Is this a trial ground?
Yeah, you did.
But why am I at a trial ground?
It was when RX raided me that day. It was like around I think it was it around July or August? No, it was around August or September when I did that stream. And yes, I remember it was RX's stream. I don't remember what he was playing that day. It was probably Metopia or something.
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way...
Huh?
Yeah, it's a glitch in the game.
Where did everyone go?
Everyone?
September. It was September. Got it. Because I played Yakuza 0 before or after I finished V3. I remember. Like, look at this. This is all glitchy, man. Like, we're in the virtual... Like, we're in something. Like, the world's glitching up or something. That's so weird. Oh, boy. This world... Oh, we get a cinematic scene from this? Wait, what happens? I actually don't remember what happens when the bomb explodes, or when the timer goes off. He was just announcing how he got busy with a new job and addressing from someone he banned. Wait, RX did? Wait, what was the person that RX is banning? What did they do? They were probably like same racial stuff or something. Stage clear. Oh my goodness, this is breaking a lot of the fourth wall, man. Smile at hope in the name of despair. I don't really like these chapter names. I don't know. I feel like Danganronpa has like one of the weaker chapter names of its titles. They're so random too, especially back in the first game with 500 miles of junk food or something. Back in chapter 5. We got Chiaki's backpack. All right. Oh. I will not be doing chapter 0. I will do this next stream. I didn't realize it will take us straight to chapter 0, actually. Alright. Am I able to get out of this? Shoot, I can't get out of this. Well, guys, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Alright, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. I know it's been a long stream, but it is what it is. So they just said a bunch of racial stuff and catfish someone. Oh my goodness. No problem, man. You don't need to tell the full story. That's really stupid, by the way. That's why I don't roll with most of the random Twitch crowd. But, you know, it's more prevalent over there than it is here. So, guys, that is it for today's stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Next stream will be a pretty short stream. So we're gonna do the entire chapter 0's investigation. And then the stream after that will be the entire class trial. So, again, we're going to do post-game stuff after main game's finish and all that jazz. See you guys. GG's on finishing the stream. Thank you, man. So, I don't know when I'm going to be streaming next time. Maybe tomorrow if I feel better. Or I stream on Friday if work doesn't burn me out. So, till then, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Really? All I gotta say is this has been Frosty R&B, the Frostman himself. Stay chilly. Keep gaming. I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone, and hopefully you have a great night. Because, oh boy, Chapter 5 really was an emotional roller coaster. I've already say so myself.